This video, this one is just like I'm just talking about Airbnb and an experience that I had, and I would consider this like feedback to the Airbnb team and the product team. Um, like I just had to book a 6 week Airbnb stay in Toronto. Okay, and I booked it basically 4 weeks away from the start date. The total was like $13,000. They charged me the first 4 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks they're charged later. Um, and I think there was like an option to like choose insurance if on the through the platform if my plans changed, but I skipped over that. I didn't think my plans would change. Um, and then my plans did change. Like I needed to change my dates, and again, it was 4 weeks away from the start date of the stay. I reached out to the host. I said, I need to change the dates. Like my travel plans changed. There were a few moving pieces. Like just need to change the travel date. Um, in this case, like I wanted to cancel the whole stay and maybe rebook for another time. They're like, nope, nope. We had a nope. The host policy is no cancellations. Okay, okay. So the host wouldn't offer any flexibility. It said like just out of human decency, out of like flexibility. Is there anything we can do here? Nope. My policy is no cancellations. Okay, well, you have 4 weeks until the booking starts. So you have lots of time to rebook it. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to find another guest. Yesterday, I hadn't booked it, and today I booked it. And like a day after that, I'm asking you to cancel, and it's $13,000. It's not like $100. Nope, this is my policy. Okay, so I reached out to Airbnb support, explained the situation. Sir, did you discuss it with the host? Yes, I did. Sir, sir, this is the host's policy. It's up to the host. It's the host policy. It's up to their discretion. Like, well, like, is there anything we can do here? Can we shorten it? Can we change it? Nope. So $13,000 is like gone essentially because I clicked the button and I didn't buy their freaking insurance. So I kept discussing with the host. I'm like, well, what if we shorten it from 6 weeks to 4 weeks? Like, can you do that for me? No, sorry, sir. I will only change the dates if it's longer. Like, of course you will. That's not the point. I'm asking you if you can help me out, man. Like, just offer some flexibility and decency. Like, nope. So eventually, like, I made a bunch of noise about this, talked to Airbnb, called them on the phone, had their supervisor call me on the phone, blah, blah. Like, I spent so much time with them. And eventually, what they did, and I posted on Twitter, and I said, like, I'm going public with my feedback. This is like really absurd that there's no recourse here. There's no flexibility here. There's nothing like even a negotiation to be had. It's just like clicked a button for a reservation that's like 4 weeks into the future, 5 weeks into the future, and my money is gone now. Uh, and my plans changed. And it's like, look, like I'm a capable person, and I know how these systems work. I know how tech companies work, and I still can navigate this. So imagine like the average consumer, to be honest, like how many people are getting screwed over by these platforms that don't have any common sense, and there's no real like customer service, customer support. It's a bot or it's a person that's just following a script and they can't deviate from the script at all. So it's just super frustrating. It's frustrating and it's insulting, and it's not fair. There's people like I'm sure like a lot of people lose their money, and like yeah, you could say it's not fair to the host that you changing your plans. Well, there's got to be something in between. Like this does like it doesn't make any sense. And this is just one example, but I've had so many bad experiences with Airbnb, to be honest with you, from like from hosts just uh making you do chores and like a bunch of sign out tasks that are like really excessive to um anyway like homes that look good on the pictures but are like the outside of the building is just like and like the neighborhood is like super sketchy. So you got to check the street view. Um, man, but I'm really disappointed with the whole customer service. It's non-existent, and they're not the only ones, right? Like I will do another video sometime about my experience with Coinbase. But I think those two have they seem to spend a lot of investment on like the product UI, like the visuals, and some I would call them performative innovation. Like, oh look, you can stay in a treehouse now. Oh look, you can stay in a castle. I don't think most people care about that. I don't think most people care about staying at a treehouse or a castle. I get that you're trying to introduce new kinds of experiences and spontaneity, and I'm all about that. I'm all about like living fully. I'm all about new experiences and being spontaneous and novel. Okay, but you can't just like ship that and like make a splash about that and then not actually like look at the end-to-end experience that you're delivering. So, and I'm not saying it's easy to run these platforms. It's a two-sided marketplace. You know, they have conflicting interests between, like, in many cases, between the host and the guest. Uh, but I think you can do better. I'm just giving you feedback.